Hello, and welcome to SCAN's eCampus live session, Are You ACCA Smart? This session has been conducted, and this session is being conducted by us to actually make you aware of the decisions that you have to make during your ACCA career or after you have completed your ACCA. And to guide us through this, we have today with us 𝗲𝗵𝗲 today. And 𝗲𝗵𝗲 is an ACCA qualified, and she is also a CFA charter holder. She has been teaching the stream of audit and assurance for the past 10 years now, and she has conducted several sessions of Prepare to Pass on behalf of ACCA. So, 𝗲𝗲𝗲, how are you today?
I'm okay. Bilal, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Okay, so as you know, in the current scenario that we are currently facing, according to your experience as a tutor, and as an BSc Oxford Brooks mentor, how has the teaching changed and how has the teaching developed, I would say, in these times?
The best part about the current scenario would be, or just the best that we could make out of this situation, was the fact that we were already teaching online using the SCAN's eCampus platform, and we were already making a headway into getting our resources and getting our skills in line for online teaching, because that's the way forward, and that's how we see the world's teaching scenario changing. So we were already doing that for campuses or for students who are within this country. We had not taught online before, so that was a slight change. We've been looking into hybrid teaching, so we've had students sitting in class and we've had half the class sitting at home. So we've looked into hybrid teaching as well. With BSc, the mentoring process hasn't changed much, apart from the fact that it has gone completely online. In the present scenario, we are not having any student come to the campus or come in for face-to-face meetings. So that's changed drastically. However, I do think that since we've developed these capabilities over 2019 and 2020, I felt like all the tutors here, including myself, and all the mentors here, including myself, were able to tackle the situation since the get-go. So, yeah.
Right. Okay. So for those joining us live, you can post in your comments and any questions that you have in the comment section, and we will be taking them as we move forward in this whole conversation that we are going to have. All right. So 𝗲𝗲𝗲, if I ask you, what does it mean to you when someone says that, are you ACCA Smart? So what are we trying to imply here?
Basically, Bilal, what we've seen over the years is the fact that a lot of students don't have counseling sessions or counselors available at their tuition providers wherever they're seeking ACCA tuition from, specifically platforms that are online. And we saw that students were not aware of all of the options that they had while going through their ACCA journey, because there are a lot of options available, but students are not choosing them as often because they're simply not aware of them. And while ACCA does run a very effective program by making students aware of the options that they have, sometimes these sessions or these marketing tools used by ACCA do not have that widespread reach that one might want it to have. So this basically, the ACCA Smart journey is for those students who want to make smart choices when they're going through ACCA, when they're appearing for the exams. And what we want is for students to know the options that they have. Now, Bilal, they might or might not avail those options, but we want the students to know so that they can make knowledgeable decisions.
Right. So basically, we are going to be talking about the choices that the students have. But there are some things which are other than the papers. And you would agree with me that there are some things that the ACCA member or the ACCA even affiliate has to cover. And one of the most important things of that is the ethics and professional module. So if you can just guide us about what EPSM and what ethics and professional module is, and how important is it for the ACCA qualification?
All right. So previously, this module was known as the Professional Ethics Module, or the PEM, as it was known widely among students. And some of the students watching right now may have had covered this professional ethics module too. So for those students who have covered the professional ethics module, they do not have to cover EPSM. However, for students who are coming into the ACCA stream now, they'd have to cover ethics and professional skills module to complete their ACCA and to get the affiliate status or the member status. So it is that important. It is important for the completion of your journey, for your affiliate status, and for your member status. Ethics and professional skills module also provides a very good insight to students into the professional skills marks that ACCA has now incorporated into SBR, Strategic Business Reporting, and SBL, Strategic Business Leader. So 20 marks in both of these exams are set aside for professional skills. And very often, a lot of students are not clear about what those professional skills are. The best way to get insight into professional skills is, and 20 marks per paper, is to go through your EPSM, Ethics and Professional Skills module, before you sit for Strategic Business Leader and before you sit for Strategic Business Reporting, so that you have a good idea of how to get those 20 marks, because they are absolutely important for you to pass.
Definitely. So if you talk more about this EPSM, so we know that there are 13 papers of ACCA. So is it another paper that they are adding, or they have added, or is it something else?
No, Bilal, this is a module. It's based on 20 hours. So the ACCA has suggested an average time of 20 hours, but a student does not have to finish it within one go. So you can sit for 2 hours, go through the module, and then you can save your progress for another session that you will have. So a total of 20 hours is spent completing your ethics and professional skills module. It does have a fee. It costs £63 normally, but it does vary from country to country. So it might vary by £5 or £2 to £3 in the region that you were at. So the fee would vary. However, the fee is only payable once, and students have unlimited attempts at EPSM. So at this module, there is an assessment at the end of each module. So it is broken down into smaller modules, and there's an assessment at the end of each module. But you have unlimited, so students have unlimited attempts at each module, so they don't have to pay the fee again. So no, it is not like an exam that you can only sit for once and then would have to repay the fee to sit again, and you can't fail because you have unlimited attempts. So you will have the opportunity to re-attempt it until you are successful. So yeah.
Right. So is there a specific time period that is there for the student to actually, you can say, attempt it, or they can complete it after the papers, or they have to do it right in between the papers? So if a student is, for example, giving his fundamentals right now, would you recommend him going for the EPSM module now, or can they complete it after they have finished their strategic papers?
Honestly, in my opinion, and since we were parts of initial discussions when this module was going to be rolled out to the students, we were a part of the initial discussions with the ACCA. Students do not have to sit for or complete their EPSM in a specific time frame. They can complete it whenever they want. However, as a tutor, I would honestly suggest students who have finished their applied skills level, so their fundamental exams, which is applied skills now. So when you complete your applied skills level till FM, which is financial management and was previously known as F9, I would say that students should take the time out and complete this module before they're sitting for their Strategic Business Leader exam or their SBR exam, Strategic Business Reporting exam.
Right. I think we have just covered this question. Can I attempt EPSM even after I'm done?
Yes.
So for those, yes. But as you said, that this is necessary to get affiliate status. So
yes,
anyone who has covered all the ACCA papers, they have to submit their EPSM and they have to complete it. Right.
absolutely.
So okay. So coming to the options side. So this was something which is necessary to actually get affiliate status and then to actually progress towards becoming an ACCA member. If we talk about the options that the ACCA student has, and specifically talking about the academic side of things. So what are the different options available for those who are still doing ACCA and for those who have completed their ACCA papers?
Okay, so students have different options when they want to add to their academic credentials. But before that, I think, Bilal, we should talk about the optional exams that students have. There are 4 optional exams that the students can choose from, and they can choose 2 of these 4 optional exams. So the strategic professional stream has changed, and while it was previously known as the professional level, and they had P1, P2, P3, and other exams, it is now changed completely. And the scenario is that students have to attempt 4 exams in their strategic professional level: SPL, Strategic Business Leader, and Strategic Business Reporting, SBR. They are compulsory. Students do not have a choice. They have to sit for both the exams. And then there are 4 optional exams that students can choose from and sit for 2 exams. There's Advanced Taxation, ATX. There is Advanced Performance Management, APM. There's Advanced Financial Management, AFM. And then there's Advanced Audit and Assurance, which is AAA. Now, very often I see students choosing optional exams that are not best suited to their skills. So what I want students to do now is to think long and hard before they're choosing from these optional exams. I want students to think about what they're going to do in the future. I want students to think about what their strengths and weaknesses have been in the past. So for a student who has not performed perhaps very well in the performance management stream, might not want to go for advanced performance management because that's an advanced level exam and that's built on performance management. So you might not want to go for an area that is not your strength. So I always ask my students to play on their strengths, identify your strengths, and then you have to elevate them. How do you do that? You should be aware of what you're good at. You should be aware of what your challenges are, and you should be able to build on your strengths. So for a student who's really good at theory and who has performed really well at audit assurance, should most definitely go for AAA, Advanced Audit Assurance. For a student who is really good at reporting and corporate reporting or financial reporting, should absolutely go for AAA again because it builds on your reporting knowledge. So, if a student is like me, for example, and is not that good at tax, I would suggest that you stay clear of ATX, Advanced Taxation, because that is an advanced level exam, and that will require a higher level of skills from students as well, and a higher level of evaluation as well. Another thing that students should consider, apart from their strengths and weaknesses that they should assess before choosing their optional exams, is what they want to do after ACCA. For a lot of students, their professional journey or their professional qualification journey stops at ACCA, which is fine, which is absolutely fine. But if a student wants to go for ICAEW after ACCA, then they have to choose Advanced Taxation and AAA. Because otherwise they would not get exemptions from ICAEW and would have to sit for additional exams too. So if you have already decided that you will go for ICAEW after ACCA, you should choose AAA and ATX as your optional exams, because that gives you the best chance of getting exemptions from ICAEW and then choosing that stream. For a student who's perhaps going to opt for CFA, you could go for advanced financial management too. So advanced financial management would give you just a small window of insight into what the CFA qualification is all about. So these are small things that students should bear in mind before they choose their optional exams. Of course, they should be talking to their tutors. They should be talking to anybody who is a career counselor or an academic counselor at their institutions. But this is a good start. They should start here.
Right. Okay. Okay. So thank you for your detailed answer on this. So how do you think that the career pathway or the person who is going to be going into the professional, you can say, environment, how does that affect on the papers they have chosen? So for example, if a person has chosen advanced performance management, is it necessary that they have to go in the management field, or is it just a better way or a recommended option to them? What would you say on that?
Oh, absolutely not. Your optional exams are not going to limit the career options that you have. Absolutely not. The title that you will carry after you finish your ACCA examinations would be an ACCA affiliate, and when you become a member, you would be an ACCA. Not many people, not many interviewers would ask students for a job position what optional they chose when they completed their ACCA. So no, not really. The optional examinations have no bearing on the career choices that you will make afterwards. So you can always change your career afterwards. All I'm saying is be aware of the qualifications, professional qualifications that you want to choose after ACCA, like ICAW or CFA, and make a well-read choice, informed decision into what your optional exams should be. It will not have any bearing on the career path that the student will choose.
Right. Okay. Okay, great. So now coming back to the initial discussion, I think where we moved here, so which was the BSc degree, because I think the most often associated degree with ACCA is regarded as BSc, and this is from Oxford Brookes University. So if I'm coming to that, so what is BSc? First, if you can guide me, what is OBU, and how do you get this degree, and what are the different things that you see that students have, or questions that students have regarding this degree?
Here, where we are based, a lot of students are already aware of the BSc degree, BSc Honours in Applied Accounting degree by the Oxford Brookes University. So they're already aware of it. However, there are certain students who are unaware of the options that they have and end up losing out on this opportunity because they don't know it at the right time. So if you want to enhance your academic qualification, now let me tell you that ACCA is a professional qualification. So if you came into the ACCA after your A levels, your academic qualification would be A levels. Your professional qualification might be ACCA, but your academic qualification stops at A levels.
Right.
If you want to enhance your academic qualification, because for a lot of students, they want to explore opportunities in a master's program or a doctorate program, they would need to have a bachelor's degree. For students who are working in the Middle East, for students who are working perhaps in the UK or Europe, they would need a minimum of a bachelor's degree for their academic qualification. For students who are applying for their immigration to Canada, they would get extra points for their bachelor's degree. So basically, the point is that students should know about this program, about their academic qualification when they finish their applied skills level. And by applied skills level, I mean when they finish their ACCA exams up to and including F9, previously known as F9 and now known as Financial Management, FM. So when you're appearing for these exams, so it could be financial reporting, FR or F7, audit assurance, F8 or AA, and financial management, F9. before you sit for all of these 3 exams, students must log on to my ACCA page and ensure that they are opted in for the Bachelor's Honours in Applied Accounting degree. They can log on to their My ACCA page and opt in to this program. Even if you don't want to do it at the moment, you need to keep your options open. It is very, very important for you to keep your options open. Maybe after finishing ACCA, 2 years post finishing ACCA, you might feel the need to enhance your academic qualification. And then looking back, you're going to always regret not opting in. It's just a click. So not opting in at that time, because if you're not opted in to this program before you sit for FR, AA or FM examinations, you will not be eligible for this degree. So that's the first thing that the students need to do right off the bat. They need to check their My ACCA page and they need to ensure that they're opted in. You will have to scroll right towards the bottom and ensure that there's a little checkbox for BSc Honours that should be ticked. You should be opted in. Even if you do not want to do it at the moment, you want to keep your options open. Now, the bachelor's degree is for all students and any students who have opted in and have completed their applied skills level. So they've completed their FM, Financial Management Exam 2. It's a thesis. It's basically a research project that students need to make. It has different components. It is really technical to go into the details at the moment, but students would have to complete a project, submit it to the Oxford Brookes University, and get their bachelor's degree. Their marks, so students' marks from, I think, their performance management exam till financial management exam will be accumulated, will be averaged out. The grade that they get on their research analysis project will also play a part, and their degree will have a class. So it will be a first class degree or an upper second class degree or a lower second class degree. So this program provides a very good opportunity to students who are looking to enhance their academic qualification. And you can do that by simply opting in, ensuring that you're opted in, and by submitting a research analysis project to the Oxford Brookes University after you've completed your applied skills level. You can complete this project after you've completed your ACCA as well, but you must have completed your applied skills level in order to be eligible for this exam. Interestingly, Bilal, there's a requirement to complete your ethics and professional skills module before you submit your research analysis project to the Oxford Brookes University. So that's where the Epsm plays another important role. You cannot get a degree if you haven't completed your ethics and professional skills module. So that's the first important thing that students need to do. They need to complete their ethics and professional skills module.
Right. Okay. So I think there's a question with regards to BSc. How long does it take to complete BSc project?
The BSc project or the BSc window to submit the project opens twice a year. It would open in May and it would open for 2 weeks in November. So 10 days to 2 weeks, it varies, but it would open from anywhere between 10 days to 14 days in May and November. So the window would start on the 1st of May and the 1st of November. This year, that would be 1st of May 2021 and 1st of November 2021. So some students take only a month to complete the research analysis project. Other students take roundabouts of 3 months. It would depend on what exams students are sitting for in May and June, and then in September and December. It would depend on the pace that student is comfortable with and the pace that the mentor really is comfortable with too. So twice a year.
Right. So a follow-up question to that would be, how much does it cost? How much did the BSc, you are saying that Oxford Brookes University, how much does it cost to the student?
All right. So the submission fee is £420 per submission. So if you submit in May 2021 or November 2021, you'd have to pay £420 for this submission. It increases per year, so it might change in 2022. For now, it is £420. That's the submission fee that you pay to Oxford Brookes University. If you're seeking mentoring from an institution, you might have to pay additional mentoring fee to the institution that you're seeking coaching from.
Right. So this mentoring that you have mentioned, so if you can just guide a bit about what mentoring is in this BSc Oxford Brookes program. Is it necessary?
I would recommend mentoring because a lot of times students are not aware of how to research on a particular topic, how to go about making a report, because report writing and researching are two skills that are not really tested in the ACCA. So you might not be coming into this program with that set of skills. So you might need a mentor to guide you, to give you direction into how you're going to research and how you're going to develop your report. Are there students who do it without mentors? Yes, but you would need a mentor to sign it off. Your research analysis needs to be signed off by a registered mentor who is registered with the Oxford Brookes University. You should know, Bilal, you're a registered mentor yourself, and so am I. So yes, at SCANS, we have a team who provides basically mentoring services to students. The team is all about registered mentors. So none of the team members are not registered. They're all registered with the Oxford Brookes University. And just as additional information, for students who are looking to know how prestigious the Oxford Brookes University is, the business school of Oxford Brookes University is ranked one of the top 10 in UK. So if you have completed your bachelor's from Oxford Brookes University, that opens up avenues for students to seek their master's program or their graduation from any of the top schools in UK.
Right. So coming to this question, that is BSc OBU a difficult degree to get? Would you say that if a person has passed all these papers of ACCA, would it be difficult for them to pass the BSc as well?
Okay, I don't like the word difficult normally. I say rigorous, because difficult students in a mindset that says you can't do it, right? So rigorous, yes. Your ACCA examinations are rigorous, and the Oxford Brookes University is going to give you an entire bachelor's degree that other students toil and work hard for 3 years. So you're going to get that degree in the span of 6 months. So is it rigorous? Yes. Is it time consuming? Yes. But at the same time, is it very, very rewarding? Absolutely yes. There's no doubt in my mind when I say that this degree has rewards in enhancing students' academic qualifications, in opening up new career opportunities, and in opening up new academic opportunities as well.
Right. Okay. So for those students who have not opted or who were not aware at that time when they were passing their fundamental papers and they have not opted in this BSc program, is there any other option available to them to progress in their academic career, you would say?
Absolutely, yes. So the ACCA has collaborated with University of London, and I'm sure all of the students would be aware of University of London. It is a very prestigious school in UK. So, and it provides two pathways to students who are unable to get their bachelor's degree, or they don't want to get their bachelor's degree and simply want to progress on to a master's degree from University of London. So there are two pathways available. There's a pathway for affiliates who've already completed their ACCA exams. What they would have to do is they would have to finish an external program with University of London, which comprises of one exam or one coursework and one project. And for students who completed their SBL and SBR and have yet to complete their optionals, what they can do is they can opt for University of London program, and they would have to sit for 2 exams and submit 1 project. So in total, 3 modules, 2 exams, 1 project. And the interesting part is, after completing these 3 modules, they would not only get their master's degree, they would also get their ACCA affiliate status. So that's something for students who have completed SPL and SPR and are looking for a master's program. You can absolutely choose the University of London external program that they've started with the ACCA. You will have to sit through 3 modules, 2 exams, 1 project, and you will get your master's degree and you will get your ACCA affiliate status too.
Right. Okay, that's great. So what are the costs like of this MSc program that you have mentioned from University of London?
Right. So the MSc program, since it is based on coursework, assignments, and projects, is a little bit pricier than the bachelor degree from Oxford Brookes University. So per module, students would have to pay, and I repeat, per module, students would have to pay roundabouts of £1,430 for each module that they're going to sort of sit for. So it depends on whether the student is taking the affiliate pathway, which is based on 2 modules, or the finalist pathway, which is based on 3 modules. So the cost would vary according to the number of modules that you'd have to sort of complete. But per module, the cost is £1,430 for finalists and £1,450, if I'm not mistaken, for affiliates.
Right. So is there an institute, or does SCANS eCampus or SCANS provide any sort of mentoring or help through this coursework that you are telling about for the MSc program, or the students have to do it on their own? Okay.
There is face-to-face coaching available, and there's online coaching available for the MSc program. SCANS eCampus provides that coaching. We have provided that coaching in the past too, and with very good results. So the institution will charge their tuition fee as well. That fee also varies by the module that you're going to sit for, but it is going to be roundabouts of 110,000 PKR.
Right. Okay. So there is a question from 𝗂𝗵𝗲. Can you talk about University of London and its ranking and planning for MSc? So I think University of London does not need any introduction, but if you can just...
University of London is one of the top-ranked schools in UK. So there's no question. It is not within the top 10 or the top 6. It is one of the top-ranked schools in UK. One of the most coveted, right up there with London School of Economics, University of London.
Right. Okay. So many people have doubts about these global degrees or these external programs. So I think, what will you tell the viewers about this, that the global, you can say, these qualifications or the external programs, how valuable they are when compared to actual, like, going to London and to actually study there? How different they are, because the methods are very different, because in that you are going to travel there, but in the others you are going to stay in your country. So how different is it, and what is the difference of the value?
So there's no difference in the value. For a student who's gone through a 3-year bachelor's program, the degree is going to look exactly the same as the student who's going to get this degree by submitting a research analysis project. The degree will not say whether you've gotten this degree by passing exams and by spending 3 years, or by submitting a research analysis project. So the value of the degree, whether it is MSc or BSc, will stay the same. You're going to be right up there with the graduates who finish 2 years or 3 years in that particular university, finishing coursework, or if you go through the ACCA stream. Both of the degrees will look exactly the same. They're valued exactly the same. So there's no difference whatsoever.
Right. Okay. So we have another question, but it is with regards to Epsm. So I think it's with regards to the Certificate of Advanced Diploma. how many days that it take after completing EPSM. So when a student has, I think, passed EPSM, it's yes, if you can.
You can, that depends. I think you, once you complete the ethics and professional skills module, you do get a certificate of completion. And that certificate of completion would be sent by mail as well. We get the certificates of advanced diploma. I'm not sure, but you do get a certificate for completion of the professional skills module.
I think this advanced diploma is after they have completed their fundamentals. So it is going to
Applied
combine with
skills,
EPSM.
all right.
Yes.
So
yes.
the exam still financial management. All right.
Yes. So there's another question, although it's not with the MSc or BSc program. Can we start CFA level 1 on the basis of Oxford Brookes University BSc without being an ACCA affiliate?
All right. So the CFA program has no basically exemptions for ACCA or anything. To enter into the CFA stream, what you have to do is you need to have 16 years of education behind you, and you're eligible to get yourself enrolled in the CFA program. So the CFA program has no exemptions for ACCA or bachelors, so it will all be one and the same thing. As long as you have 16 years of education behind you, you can get enrolled in the CFA program.
Right. Okay. So I think we have covered all of the questions up till now. It was a great honor being with you here today. If you can just, because we are talking about ACCA Smart, and if you can just summarize all of this information that we have given, and you can just conclude these and give your concluding tips on it. So how can an ACCA student or someone who has qualified ACCA be ACCA Smart, and what are the different decisions or different choices that they have to make in order to make their career better for themselves?
I believe that for students who are finishing their applied skills level, specifically their last 3 exams of the applied skills level, financial reporting, AA, audit assurance, and financial management, they're at a very important crossroads as far as decision making is concerned. They have to be very aware of what they need to do and where they need to be after they complete their ACCA journey. I would not recommend any student to leave their journey unfinished. However, I would want students to sort of chart their pathway on what's coming up ahead. I would want students to first make sure that they are opted in to the Bachelor's Honours degree by Oxford University. You can do that by logging into their MyACCA page. When they finish their applied skills level, so when they're finished with their exams till F9 or financial management, I would honestly suggest students to complete their ethics and professional skills module when they enroll for SBL or SPR. It is very important to start EPSM as soon as you finish your applied skills level. Once you have finished your EPSM, once you are opted in, you're now eligible to submit your bachelor's honors project, research analysis project by the Oxford Brookes University. You can absolutely do that while you're studying for your exams. And by the time you're finished with your ACCA journey, you will have a bachelor's degree as well. Once you have completed your SBL and SPR exams, I would want students to ideally talk to a counselor, talk to one of the tutors that they have identified as a mentor, or talk to a coach at school or the tuition provider that you're going to. Do talk to them about the optionals that you're thinking of choosing. Do talk to them about the career paths that you've decided for yourself. Do talk to them about what you've been good at and the challenges that you've faced in your ACCA journey, so that you can make an informed decision into what optional exam you will be choosing. Once you're done with that, you can absolutely look into the master's program too, and you can look into the master's program after finishing your applied skills level as well, so that you can get your master's degree and your ACCA qualification as well. To be finishing your applied skills level is going to be really exciting and time for really important decisions too. Do not miss this opportunity to take very good decisions that are going to pay off potentially very well in your career by not talking to a mentor, a tutor, or a counselor.
Right. Okay, that was great. So I think before signing off, I would just like to tell you what we do at Scans eCampus. So basically, we have different products that support the, you can say, completion of the ACCA paper. So we have a comprehensive, you can say, study support program. Then we have for those students who have covered all the syllabus and they still want to get some practice done. For them, we have the revision game available to them. And then we also have a specific product made for those students who want to get those exam techniques, which are necessary to pass the papers known as exam success. So these are the three papers that are being offered at Scans eCampus. Other than that, Scans also is providing mentorship, as Basma just mentioned, and she is a mentor herself. And this is being provided online for all the students because of the global situation that is going on. And we also provide, so this, you can say, mentoring or the course on MSc program that she just mentioned. So these are different things that Scans can help you. These are different ways that Scans can help you develop in your journey and to progress your academic career as well as your professional career. So I hope this session was helpful for you. I hope that you learned many things from Basma here and from this whole discussion that we had. And it was a great pleasure being here. Thank you and have a good one.
Thank you so much.